And India's Union Sports Ministry has suspended the newly elected body of the Wrestling Federation of India. The ministry has cited that the WFI body has shown, and I'm quoting here, complete disregard for the existing rules and regulations. The move comes after newly elected President Sanjay Singh announced that under 15 and under 20 nationals will take place in the state of Uttar Pradesh's Gonda district later this year. Well, according to the initial reports, the Indian Sports Ministry has deemed this move hasty. It has also said that sufficient notice was not given to the wrestlers who are to take part in the nationals, and has observed that the provisions of the Constitution of Federation were not followed. Coming down heavily on the newly elected president, the Sports Ministry has underlined that his actions smack of complete arbitrariness, which is against the settled principles of good governance and are devoid of transparency and due process. Sanjay Singh, a close aide of deposed former WFI chief Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, was elected as the new president of the Wrestling Federation of India on Thursday. Brij Bhushan was accused of sexual harassment of women wrestlers and was liable for prosecution as per the Delhi police charge sheet. And for more on this news, we are now being joined by correspondent Vidur Katuria, who is joining us on the phone line. Hi Vidur. Now, the new Wrestling Federation of India has been suspended by the Sports Ministry. Take us through the events. What led the ministry to sack the entire WFI within just a span of 2 days?
Now, Rahisha, it's important to note that this sort of episode, this dark episode in Indian sport has been going on since January, where we saw wrestlers take the streets, accusing the former president, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, of sexual harassment. Now, what is important to note in the statement that you just highlighted is that the Sports Ministry said that the control of the newly elected body, it seems that the control still lies with the former office bearers, and that obviously refers to the former President Bhushan Singh. And if we just take a look at the things, that a couple of days back, when Sanjay Singh was elected, there were celebrations outside Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's house. So obviously, the complete control of the body still lies with him. So there were celebrations outside his house, and now the Sports Ministry has clamped down heavily on the newly elected body. This is sort of an unprecedented step in Indian sport because there is no rules that have been followed, there has been no transparency. And if you note that the new nationals that are going to take place, they are going to take place, the scheduled nationals, in Gonda, Uttar Pradesh. That is the constituency of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. So, complete disregard, as the Indian Sports Ministry has highlighted. And now the next steps as to the new body, that will come out in the next few days. But this can be seen as a major victory for the wrestlers who were protesting against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, and Sakshi Malik, who obviously Olympic medalist, who announced her retirement just a couple of days back. So this can be seen as a major victory, a temporary one, but still a major victory for the wrestlers.
Right, Vidur. Sakshi Malik just announced retirement from wrestling few days ago in the wake of the election of Sanjay Singh, and now the WFI body has been suspended. I want to just take you through the statement which the Sports Ministry also said that the decisions made by the WFI demonstrate a blatant disregard for the established legal and procedural norms.
Yeah, absolutely, Rahisha. So what the Sports Ministry is referring to is not enough time was given to the wrestlers to prepare for these nationals. And obviously no procedures were followed because it's just been 2 days when Sanjay Singh was announced as the new head of the wrestling body. And that it's actually very damning and scathing, the ministry, the statement that the ministry has put out, because. And it also notes that the United World Wrestling Body, which is the World Wrestling Body, is yet to lift its suspension of the WFI. So it's very damning and very scathing and complete disregard of the rules. But the main reason from what I gauge from the statement is that control of the new body still lies with former office bearers, that is Bhushan Sharan Singh. And that is something that clearly reflects a complete disregard for rules, because the power still lies with him. So according to the sports minister, the new elections are basically null and void. The new elections were pointless because it was his close aide, Sanjay Singh, who has been elected again. So the new elections have been deemed absolutely pointless, and that is why this scathing, damning statement has come out. But I reiterate, it's still a victory for the wrestlers who have been completely against anyone in Bhushan Sharan Singh's camp to come to power again. So it's a temporary victory for them. Now we have to see, now the sports ministry will come out with a plan of action. As of now, in the public domain, the only information that we have is that the WFI new body has been completely suspended. Now, a new procedure for the elections that will be held will come out in the next few days.
Right, Vidhur, a temporary victory for the wrestlers indeed. But thanks very much for joining us in WION and sharing insights with us on the story.